So, we're back. This is a new video. Last time I spent like 2 hours or 3 hours really nailing down the writing, so that way there would be draft vocals in it. That being said, there are draft vocals in it now. And that video, if I'm editing it today, will probably be much shorter because nobody wants to sit there and listen to me write vocals or write lyrics. Or if you do, let me know and maybe I'll do a video for that. But nobody watches this channel now, except my own family, which is fine with me. On to the next thing. Today, I'm going to go ahead and play this. I'm going to take notes. In the back of my head, the thing I really wanted to adjust was the bass part in the first half, or even just the verse of both halves. And we'll see where that goes. I have coffee, I have a candle, I have a pen. I'm going to press play and we'll just...
So strange, the way it all just fast forwards. And each week just seems to fly away. And I can guess of all the lives you've asked for, the one you have is not the one you saw when you were oh so young, and every dream was just a plan you yet begun. There was never such thing as too dead, too far, too done, and now you're on your own. Don't leave those dreams alone. Don't you leave those dreams alone. Don't you leave them. Don't you leave those dreams alone. I can't slow it down, I'm still sorting it out, finding time to realize it and put it into sounds. Let the struggle announce and fade away as I climb it, and it all collects around your head, and you start to lie, that stars align in your head, and there's just no getting up here, and there's just no getting up here, and you're on your own. But don't you leave those dreams alone. Don't you leave those dreams alone. Don't you leave them. Don't you leave those dreams
Yeah. Okay, that's where we're at. I actually didn't write down too much. Really, I didn't write down anything. The thing that I'm running into is the thought that I kept getting distracted by this clipping that was happening, which is normal. It's fine. It's not... I'm not trying to put this at a mixing stage right now. There's things that I'm just going to go through each section and figure out. So I'm going to do this intro.
so strange.
I like that intro.
So
You know, that pad, actually, that subtle glitch pad that I have right here, there's this little twinkle that would probably go well alongside everything else that's happening in that verse or intro.
So strange, the way it all just.
Oh, okay, no, that's not gonna work. Let's be quick. Let's be smart.
So strange, the way it all just fast forwards, and each week just seems to fly away.
Let's see if it's in there. It's even higher. Yeah, there you go. That's interesting enough. Yeah, that's what I want. You're going right here. Okay. And we'll use the slip function to position it.
So strange, the way it all just fast forwards, and each week just seems to fly away.
This happened more than once. Okay. Now, the thing I'm considering while I'm doing this is, what is overplaying? Well, overplaying changes with the day, and it is purely an aesthetic instinct that everybody has a different one. Everybody has a different idea of what overplaying would be in this context. I mean, it's not really so different from mixing decisions or even sample selection decisions where, you know, you're going to want something that somebody else wouldn't. Or you want somebody else would want. In this context, I can explain the decision that I'm making is that there is a motive in the bass, which you want to hold on to anything that has some kind of pattern shape, if it is like a recognizable pattern. This bass line does have a recognizable pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, and, right? That octave kind of gives like an accent. The idea I'm trying to get across with these subtle changes is that this little walking moment. If if I do that every time, it's going to get really annoying. And so I already did a good job, at least when I played it in, to vary up the response to that bum, 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 ba-da. Over here, there's nothing, right? Over here, there's da-da-da-da, or da-da-da, right? That wasn't existing in that same spot over here, but it does exist over here. So already there's some difference. But if I have too many notes after that kind of excitement of bum 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 ba rhythmic diversity, it could feel like overplaying. And I still have an entire second half of the verse. And then a build. Like, the most exciting thing should be over here. So I just want subtle interest making. Now, how well I'm doing that, again, that's the subjective aspect. So we'll see if some people like my choice. But I wanted less right there. And then you hear the voice kind of peek through the tiny box, quote unquote. Now over here, the thing that adds is this pad, but I'm considering maybe a more subtle pulse being added. Oh, I added all of my stuff into the same spot, so let's see. Citrus, friendly default. So now, I just want some kind of consistent thing. Well, that's not gonna do. Tempo, so I see a sustain loop end. Loop start. Wrong one. I'm on operator 2. Copy state. The same thing over here. Base state. That might be too much. Let's see how well it fits. Nice and quiet. Now, that was long enough. The question is, how nicely can I tuck it in? How much does it actually help the end goal? As long as it's lined up, that pulse that I set on the LFO, pulsed plaque BG. That's over here. Try it with some different sounds on it. Yeah, I think that's pleasant. Now the question is, it's at 22 seconds, 22 minutes. Can I put this somewhere that it's gonna do stereo nicely? Let's see where it is right now. Wow, has that just been... Yeah, you should barely hear it if I do it right. And it acts a little bit like a metronome in the background. Okay, 24 minutes. Wow, I'm cutting it at 30 because I'm trying to be a bit more strict with myself. I've made changes to the verse. Let me hear it with the intro and let me see if I appreciate what I've done. I like that. And now the thing that I don't like is that I'm getting that effect that I talked about that I'm trying to avoid with this one. Dump, bump, 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 bump. Dum, bum, 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 bum. This wasn't even here. Now the question is whether or not that works with the vocal. I might have overdone it with the rhythmic differences.
So strange, the way it all just fast forwards, and each week just seems to fly away, and I can guess of all the lives you've asked for, the one you have is not the one you saw when.
That when actually does benefit from some kind of bass there.
Have is not the one you saw when.
And having that.
Have is not the one you saw when.
Yeah.
So strange, the way it all just fast forwards, and each week just seems to fly away,
Yeah, that's pretty.
Have is not the one you saw when.
How pretty. Okay.
So strange, the way it all just fast forwards. And each week just seems to fly away. And I can guess of all the lights you've asked for, the one you have is not the one you saw when.
Pretty. Okay. So that bass line does, that play works pretty well right there.
The one you have is not the one you saw when.
And then it goes into the bridge. Okay, that is 30 minutes, 5 minutes talking. That was all I could think of today. Really, I do want to change this snare build. I think it sounds a little cheesy. I think I might just not like the sample, but I'm probably going to use Citrus to sound design a better snare. That snare sucks. That's not a problem for today. Hey, it's recorded. I have documented proof that I know exactly what needs to change on the next one. So, handling the verse, it seems like, at least in terms of instrumentation, it's a pretty good place. I'll probably add some background vocals next time.